Amidst the storied landscapes of the wizarding world, two of its most brilliant witches embark on a quest of profound significance. Hermione Granger, renowned for her unparalleled intellect, and Luna Lovegood, celebrated for her unique affinity with the mystical, unite in pursuit of the elusive Enchanted Fwooper. This creature, steeped in lore and whispered about in the most erudite circles of magical academia, is said to bestow upon its discoverer unparalleled luck and a profound sense of belonging. Their journey promises not just an encounter with a rare magical being, but an exploration of friendship, courage, and the deepest mysteries of magic. It was a November unlike any other. The thermometers in Hogsmeade read an anomalous 20 degrees Celsius, a full 10 degrees above the monthly average, prompting discussions among meteorologists and magical theorists alike. The streets were filled with the aroma of freshly baked confections from honeydukes, mingling with the crisp scent of autumn leaves, a juxtaposition of sensory delights. Hermione, with her ever-present stack of ancient texts, had been engrossed in an anthology of 18th century charms when she stumbled upon references to the Enchanted Fwooper. Recognizing the creature's rarity, documented sightings numbered less than a dozen in the past century, she approached Luna, whose expertise in magical fauna was well respected. The decision to embark on this quest was not made lightly. It was predicated on meticulous research and a shared yearning for discovery. Equipped with a bevy of advanced spells and protective enchantments, Hermione had devised a comprehensive strategy to navigate the perils of the Forbidden Forest. Her wand, crafted from vine wood with a dragon heartstring core, was attuned to perform complex charms and transfigurations. Luna, ever the pragmatist in matters of the arcane, carried a dream catcher, an artifact imbued with the capacity to ward off malevolent entities from the astral plane. As they crossed the threshold of the forest, the environment underwent a perceptible transformation. Humidity levels rose by 15%, and ambient light diminished, filtered through the canopy at an estimated reduction of 60%. Flora and fauna indicators suggested they were entering a biome seldom traversed by humans. The undergrowth was rich with bioluminescent plants, a phenomenon attributable to the high concentration of magical ley lines intersecting beneath the soil. Their journey was punctuated by encounters with an array of magical creatures, each interaction offering insights into the elusive Fwooper. The centaurs, whose knowledge of celestial events was unparalleled, spoke of omens and the alignment of planets that could influence the Fwooper's behavior. Statistically, centaur predictions had a 78% accuracy rate, lending credence to their counsel. Nifflers darted across their path, drawn to the shimmer of Hermione's time-turner. Luna engaged them with gentle amusement, noting that Niffler's attraction to precious metals could indicate nearby geological anomalies, perhaps even deposits of Fwooper feathers, known to contain trace amounts of iridescent minerals. The duo also consulted with bowtruckles, whose guardianship of the forest's trees made them invaluable sources of information on recent aerial disturbances, possible signs of the Fwooper's flight patterns. As days expanded into weeks, their expedition transcended its initial scholarly objectives. The statistical probability of locating the Fwooper diminished with each passing day. Calculations showed a decrease from 12% to a mere 3%, yet their resolve remained unshaken. The nights were spent analyzing star charts and cross-referencing them with ancient prophecies. Over shared rations consisting of dried billywig stings and pumpkin pastries, they discussed theoretical applications of magic, the ethical implications of spell usage, and their personal aspirations within the Wizarding Society. These dialogues not only enriched their understanding but also fortified their camaraderie, establishing a rapport grounded in mutual respect and intellectual synergy. One evening, immersed in the quietude of the forest, Luna engaged in an act of contemplative craftsmanship. Utilizing a branch from a thestral tail hair tree, wood known for its receptiveness to enchantments, she began carving. The process was meticulous, each stroke deliberate, adhering to the Fibonacci sequence to achieve naturalistic proportions. As she fashioned the likeness of a bird, an epiphany surfaced. Hermione, she began, her voice measured, the Fwooper's habitat preferences align with ecosystems exhibiting minimal entropy. It would logically inhabit regions where magical interference is negligible. This hypothesis was consistent with ecological models predicting creature distribution in relation to environmental purity. Hermione concurred, recognizing that their prior focus on areas of high magical activity might have been a miscalculation. Armed with renewed purpose, they recalibrated their approach. Hermione employed a point-me spell modified to detect concentrations of primordial magic, a baseline energy predating recorded magical history. The journey led them through topographies that challenged their physical and magical capacities. Elevation increased by over 500 meters, and atmospheric pressure dropped correspondingly, indicative of their ascent into less explored regions. The biodiversity evolved. They encountered species previously thought extinct, such as the mooncalf in its natural habitat during daylight hours, an anomaly that warranted further study. The path was devoid of any traces of human encroachment, affirming their hypothesis of the Fwooper's preference for untouched environs. Emerging from the dense thicket, they found themselves on the cusp of a glade that defied conventional magical understanding. Spectroscopic analysis of the light revealed wavelengths not typically found in the visible spectrum, suggesting the presence of magical photonic emissions. The flora exhibited bioluminescence with luminescent efficiency surpassing known species by 27%. The stream coursing through the glade demonstrated properties akin to liquid crystal, its refractive index fluctuating as if responding to unseen forces. Ambient magical readings peaked, the levels comparable only to those measured at the epicenter of ancient magical sites like Stonehenge. At the nucleus of this extraordinary setting resided the Enchanted Fwooper. Ornithological characteristics matched historical descriptions, standing approximately 70 centimeters tall with a wingspan of 1.5 meters. Its feathers exhibited structural coloration, a phenomenon where microstructures interfere with visible light to produce iridescent effects, a subject of considerable interest in both magical and Muggle scientific communities. The creature's gaze met theirs with an intelligence suggesting sentience beyond that of ordinary avians. In that moment, a myriad of theoretical postulations converged. The Fwooper was not merely a creature of whimsy, but a singular entity embodying complex magical properties. Upon making physical contact with the Fwooper, after appropriate cautionary spells to ensure mutual safety, a cascade of magical reactions was triggered. Energy readings spiked exponentially, surpassing even the highest levels recorded on a standard Magiflux meter, which measures up to 10,000 Thomas scales. The ground emitted a low-frequency vibration, resonating at approximately 7.83 Hz, known as the Schumann resonance, often associated with the Earth's natural electromagnetic resonance, but here amplified through magical means. The surrounding flora underwent rapid growth cycles, a year's worth of development transpiring in mere seconds. The molecular composition of the stream's water altered, adopting properties akin to the elixir of life, a subject of alchemical legends. Most astonishingly, before them materialized a castle of architectural grandeur. Initial assessments suggested a fusion of Gothic and Baroque styles, yet with elements that defied known architectural categorization. The castle's spires reached heights of over 100 meters, and its walls were inscribed with runes from archaic languages, some of which even Hermione's vast linguistic knowledge could not decipher. Confronted with this edifice of enigmatic origin, Hermione and Luna exhibited a blend of scholarly curiosity and strategic caution. Recognizing the potential for both discovery and unforeseen risk, they prepared by casting protective enchantments and information-gathering spells. The castle's doors, constructed of materials not present on any elemental chart, magical or Muggle, opened seemingly in response to their arrival. The interior beckoned with the promise of knowledge and experiences far surpassing the scope of their initial quest. It was an implicit invitation to partake in a continuum of magical exploration. Together, they crossed the threshold, each acutely aware that this venture would require the full extent of their expertise and the unassailable strength of their partnership. Thus, Hermione Granger and Luna Lovegood commenced a new chapter in their journey, one that would challenge their mastery of magic and expand the boundaries of their understanding. The Enchanted Fwooper remained within the sanctity of the glade, a guardian and catalyst, its role fulfilled yet ongoing. The creature's existence served as a testament to the inexhaustible depths of the magical world, a world that continues to elude complete comprehension, even by its most devoted scholars. The quest for the Enchanted Fwooper was more than a pursuit of a rare creature. It was an odyssey into the heart of magic itself. For those steeped in the study and practice of the arcane arts, this journey underscores the importance of an interdisciplinary approach, melding theoretical knowledge with empirical observation. It highlights the necessity of open-mindedness, as exemplified by Luna's intuitive leaps, and the value of rigorous analysis, as demonstrated by Hermione's methodical strategies. The experience reaffirmed that even in a world abundant with magic, there remain realms unexplored and truths undiscovered. Their story is an invitation to scholars and practitioners alike to venture beyond the accepted boundaries, to question, to seek, and ultimately to find.